Yeah, and then The Last of Us, unlike Uncharted, we don't rely as much on set pieces, especially big stuff like this. But this was such a climactic level that we called Rescue Jessie, that we wanted this climactic driving sequence where they crash in the water.
You okay?
And then there was a lot of debate of like design wise, do we want to walk all the way back to the theater? So decided against it. So this was just to set the tone that Ellie and Jesse got away. They are not being actively chased. And this is just a little trick that we do is pull the camera away from them, and then that will allow us to cut to where we need to place them. Also, an interesting dynamic that we talked a lot about this
Dina.
this triangle between Ellie, Jesse, and Dina. And the thing we really didn't want to do is any sort of jealousy about are Dina and Jesse going to get back together. Like it was never about that.
Oh my god.
But it was just more just Ellie feels isolated.
You okay?
And in some ways, I'm curious to hear what you think, Ashley, but I think she kind of wants to
She
be.
get inside.
She doesn't want to be part of this reunion, and
Okay, come on.
she wants
Oh,
to,
yeah.
she just wants to dwell on what's next.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel like I was trying to play it because I can relate to that when you're like going through something and you're like, I don't want to go through this with anybody else because it's going to be dark. So I'm just going to do it myself.
I heard you're sick.
That sequence takes us to one of the flashbacks. There's a whole history with Joel and how Ellie feels about Joel and what Joel did in the hospital, and she doesn't let Dina into any of that. This is just their own personal thing that she's carrying, and she's still wrestling with that after his death.
So when'd you leave?
Ellie is very not great at talking about her feelings, which I think is why she's on this mission because she's not using her words.